Hey everybody, and welcome to JRP GameCenter Season 4, Episode 1. After a hiatus of 2 months, we are finally back, and I'm hoping that the schedule that we have now is a schedule that we can stick to for a long time, where we do just once a week. I know it's not as much as you guys are used to, but at least it's for an extended period of length.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot.
Okay, wait for
It's
this
part of the
narrator to shut
game.
up.
He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent, and if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Okay, I'll get to what you just heard in a second. But anyways, that's what I was trying to say, is that this show is going to go during October and November, once a week. So I'm hoping that's a schedule we can keep for the 5th season, 6th season, and so on, continuing in like January, February, and so on. So hopefully that's going to be good. But anyways, let's get to the game that we are playing right now. We are playing the Stanley Parable, and the way this game works, I couldn't start it at the beginning. But basically, you're a random office guy, and everyone's disappeared, and it's your job to kind of figure out what's going on. Your only companion is an audible narrator. You never see the narrator, but you hear him, and it's like a multiple choice story thing, but it's a video game. So like, he says, Stanley goes in the door and goes to his left. So you can either go to the left, or you can just not go to the left. And the trick is to find out more about what's going on. And if you die, you just respawn, and you have an opportunity to look at more. And sometimes the map will change when you respawn. It's not the same thing, even though it's the same location. So it's a very interesting game, very different ways to end it, and there's no real way to show it all in one tutorial. But let's go ahead and take a look. So here we are in this random office. I believe that's where the game started, was in that room. So let's go over there. Many times you're going to hear the narrator interrupt me, so you can go ahead and feel free to listen to him. So that door's not opening. Alright, let's take a look. What's over here?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, of course you can't find a trace. Let's see what this thing does. Alright. Well, nothing seems to be too exciting over here.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I like how if you do certain things, the narrator will say things. Like when I was just standing there talking earlier, it said, Stanley was standing there forever, because that's what I was doing, because I was talking. Oh, and another cool thing is to do, does this do no clip? I don't know, does it? Let's see. Options. Edit. I don't think it does no clip. That would have been cool. I love the sound of that. Doesn't that sound good? It sounds like a good ASMR thing. Alright, let's see what's over here. Watch. Let's see what happens when I stare at this painting. Because sometimes when you stare at stuff, it triggers stuff. And we got nothing. You know what that reminds me of? I don't know if you guys remember that, but that looks very similar to the painting in Portal 2, because this is a Valve game, so I don't know if you noticed that. Alright, let's see what we got in here. No! I'm locked in! Oh no! Actually, I was just going to check the achievements. Click on door 435 times. Let's do that. 425. 26. I assume. Oh man, did I miss it? I missed it. Who cares? Let's look in here. Ooh, what's in there? Oh, I don't think we can go in there. I know at first, guys, it seems boring, but just discovering all the different stories is so amazing. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna hit 430.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now the trick is, do we enter on the door that he told us to, or do we enter where he didn't? Why don't we start with the way he told us to? See how long the story can go. Or, watch this. I'll just stand here. Maybe that'll do something. I mean, if you wait long enough. but for the purposes of gaming, I will not. This is a really realistic office. Cool. There's that picture again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Cool. Again, the goal is to find people. Like, these little notes are so funny. It'd be cool if this and Portal and Half-Life were all one big universe, you know? Like, what does this say? We need to get rid of the death sport, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. You definitely need more water coolers. Hey, I love when they act like they're actually doing something. Broom closet. Whoa.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
See, I angered the narrator. Can't jump. I don't think you can't jump in this game. Now,
coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
let's see, I remember this story, so what's more thrilling? Let's go downstairs because it's really creepy. That's creepy.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
You notice that? We're in the same spot.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
It's the same thing.
I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What the? Oh, flying.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Okay, look, that's the clock.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control,
See, the
that
time
this
is
was
going.
a dream.
Time is still moving. Huh.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake
Whoa.
up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
What the heck?
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Alright.
My life is normal. I am normal.
Mm-hmm.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay. And he's still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone
See,
wake me up.
I'm
My
still
name is
here.
Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office.
Still
I am
here.
real.
That's
Please,
scary.
just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
That was scary. And, yep, and it's black.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself,
This is the only time you'll ever see Stanley, by the way.
and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, guys, well, that was one of the most narrating full story endings. I was hoping I could talk more than that, but watch how everything is going to reboot. Look at this. I'm back at the beginning again, and he's going to say the exact same thing. Here we go.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Alright, finally, shut up. Okay, so basically that was one of the very numerous possible story endings, is that he kind of went insane and died. That's the only time you will ever see Stanley, even if it's just the back of his head. It's the only time. But normally the narrator doesn't speak that much, but that's just one of the many endings. There's so many ways that what we can do with this, so it's so amazing. I think I'll do at least one more way, because in fact I might make a whole Stanley Parable series, because this game is just so incredible. Watch me get an achievement right here.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes, I am.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I'm just going to stand here and click it 20 times.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it.
Oh,
Yes,
come on.
almost certainly
50
clicks.
Well, I'll just stand here and click it 50 times, I guess. I'm going to get this achievement.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Alright, I'm gonna do it. 417. $20 clicks into 417. And so guys, I'm just doing this from the
Great.
achievement.
Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Wait. 437? There's no such thing. 437? Is there? No, wait, yeah, I came this way. That's right. 437? Yeah. There is none. Idiot. There's no door 437. Oh, wait! Oh, wow. That's weird. We're missing a couple doors then. We're missing 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Alright, I am going to get this achievement. I'm going to do exactly what this guy says because I am getting this achievement.
Now, back to door number 437.
Fine. I will literally follow this guy blindly so I can get this stupid achievement.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Copy or coffee? I don't know. Copy machine. What does the copy machine even look like? Okay.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay, whatever you say, buddy.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Uh, 419.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
See, this is why this is amazing, guys, because I've been playing this game for a long time, and this is still the first time I've done this. So it's really cool. There's thousands of different ways this game can go.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Fine. Whatever. I'm just getting this dumb achievement.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Got the
Just think,
achievement.
only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
That just tells me maybe these achievements are going to be a lot harder than I anticipate. That was a great achievement. Let's do just one more thing. Let's go on the right door this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It's a break room.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, let's see. Am I going to go that way or that way? I think I'll go this way this time.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Sorry, I'm not going to go where you tell me to go. Okay, guys, whatever this leads to, this is the last one because it's going a little long, but it's such a great game, so I love it. Let's see where this thing goes. It's cray-cray.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
10 trillion bucks. No, it's not left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh, you don't even know where you're going, narrator idiot.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. This is like Portal. Kind of weird. Oh, this is part of the story.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
All right.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
So, guys, what that was is that the whole axis of this game is that you find out that spoiler if you don't want to play, if you still want to play the game, spoiler. You find out that there's a company is watching you, watching your every single move. But even when you get to the game, you still don't really find out why they're watching you. You just find out that they're watching you, controlling you, and you eventually escape, and that's pretty much it. I wish I could do more of this game, guys, but this has gone really long. But I really love this game, guys. I can play this thing every day. I will consider doing a Stanley Parable series depending on how well this does. Either way, this was really, really fun. Stay tuned. Come back next week on Tuesday, same time, 4 p.m. for JRP GameCenter. We have many more games lined up for October and November, and I will see you next time. Have a good night.